Yeah, I got the same kind of challenges going on. My brain is just a wreck sometimes.
Tell me when you're going live.
No, I should be live now.
Okay.
Okay, so that
You're live,
is
Mike.
inch, 1 inch and 3/8 by
We're live.
5. Okay, that's not big enough. Okay, where is my stuff? Hey, there it is. Okay, howdy everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Phone Show. Salute. What I'm doing right at this point is I have to build the shadow form of the Cybertruck. Now, this is the backbone of the chassis. And what these two pieces are going to be is going to be the left and the right side of the Cybertruck. And so you need to cut these out of the same type of paper so that you don't have any variances in thickness. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a good night last night. I finally had a decent night's sleep. I got 7 hours, which is actually pretty good for me at this point because of, my life's basically being turned upside down with this move. Now, right and left side. Now what I have to do is try and figure out how to make this look like a Cybertruck. And those bumpers stick out that way. Okay. Now I have a 5-inch picture because I want to make these 5 inches. All right, so I have a 5-inch picture of a Cybertruck on my laptop. And that means every measurement that I take all comes off of that picture. So the top of the door frame is at
Daniel Wheeler's in.
2 inches. Okay. Now, if you're building using metrics, it's close to whatever the equivalent is in a metric. So that's that.
Daniel Wheeler's in.
Hi, Daniel. Nice to see you. Okay, I did that wrong. I made 2 left sides.
Shooter's in.
Howdy, Shooter. How you doing? So I'm just going to put that on over there, just like that. And now I'm going to make a mark on here like so. All right, now that's left and right side. Actually has the area set out correctly.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Since you got a lot of people in here, you want to say a quick prayer for Max?
Oh yeah, everybody. We need to pray for Max. He's in the hospital again. He needs help. He's a good man, and so anyone that could go that direction, please do. Okay, so now I know these Cybertrucks, they're angular, but I'm looking at this as a flat picture. All right, now this is going to be cut out in the shape of the Cybertruck. But the problem is when you go to the sides, they angle in differently. And so I have to make these parts coincide with what kind of angles I have to put on this. Now the nice thing is I happen to have like 20 pictures of a Cybertruck. So I should be able to figure out the angles just by looking at another one of the pictures, which I'm going to have to do. What, Eddie?
Did you hear Matt? Did you hear Maurice is in?
Hi, Maurice. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
I did not.
Doc is in. The Papua New Guinea guy is in.
Papua New Guinea's here. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you all again. Okay, so this has to be cut in there. All right. Well, that plus the bumper is 3/4. Okay, so I turn this around so that this is the front side, this is the back side of it.
GJ's in.
Hi, GJ. How you doing? How's everything over there in jolly old England? I hope well.
He said good.
That's fantastic news. Okay, now basically what I've got to do is I'm going to, because this is absolutely straight cuts. There's the front. This is the front. The windshield will be right here.
Mike, I'm going to send you a picture of GJ's build.
All right.
He updated his pictures.
Oh, that's good news.
Okay, here they come, Mike.
Okay.
There's one.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. GJ, those are looking good. Oh, wow. That's cool. Thank you, GJ. That's awesome news.
Base thumb is in.
Who is?
Base. Purple base.
Purple Base. Hi, Purple. How you doing? Yeah, shortcut it to Purple, Eddie. I know who you're talking about then.
Alright.
Okay, so this is how you have to build your chassis. All right, now this piece, these go on here. Uh-oh, why are you not staying together? Oh, it wants to warp. Whenever you put water on paper, it warps. All right, well, glue has water in it.
Unknown caller.
Oh, really? Goodbye. You're not worth keeping. Those unknown callers aren't worth a darn. Yeah, that figures. That figures. Nope, I don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Nope. Nope. Get out of here. Gosh darn it. Piece of garbage. Shoot. Oh, man. Sometimes these phones are really... Yeah, you know what. It's one of those kind of things that you just have to... Darn it. And so, anyway... No, good. I got an email back, Miranda.
Oh, good. No, look.
Okay. Okay. Now, I should have probably made that more centered like that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Doggone it. How in the world am I going to get that to stay put? Well, I could put a big rubber band on it, but I think that's too much pressure. Sometimes you have to hold these. You can't let go. Your fingers, the manipulation that your fingers are built, allow you to do things that clamps can't do, rubber bands can't do. Sometimes you just have to hang on to these things and let them work themselves out. What I'm doing right now is I have just got to move this glue around a little bit and get it thinner so that it will dry a little quicker, because I can't let go of this and set it behind my table here and where my fan is at and let it dry, because if I let go of it, it bends like this. It bows this piece.
Purple said, good to hear you slept well. I let my X-Wing dry more and squared and improved my templates.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And
Yeah.
P90 is back with Paper Army Gold membership.
Oh, thanks, P90. Thank you, Shooter. When you're working with paper, there's little tricks that you need to do to help you build a better project, and you will learn those over time. It's rare that you learn it right off the bat. It's just the nature of what humans do when they're learning something. And so I've been learning this hobby now for 17 years. I'm actually starting to get good at it, as some of you know. But I'm not done learning. There's all kinds of stuff that I still have got to figure out. But I don't plan on stopping building anytime soon.
Hi from India, South Africa.
Welcome, everyone. India, South Africa, welcome to the phone show.
Everyone said that looks good and looks cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, these tweezers, if you can afford to get them, I definitely would do that, because they work better than any tweezers that I've used so far. Now, what I'm doing is I'm force drying this glue by putting these little bits of paper towel in the corners, in the seams. What that is doing is that's sucking the moisture out of the glue. It's doing it, it's cheating is what it is. It's causing it to work quicker.
Unbiased and Lucky Clover.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the Lucky Clover.
Purple said, oh, I greatly see why you use the dental tools now. I was trying to use scrap as a substitute and it wasn't working.
Yes, the dental tools are very, very handy. And I didn't, when Jackie asked me about it 6 years ago, she asked me, do you ever use dental tools? And I said, I don't know. I never thought about it. And I don't know if I could use them or not. I have no idea. And so what she did was she talked to her dentist, and he gave her a bunch of dental tools that he was going to throw away. And as it turns out, the dental tools are exceedingly handy. So, I learned something that day when I got my first set of dental tools. They work. All right.
Grant E. Meeker is in.
Who is?
And Mike Salute. Grant E. Meeker.
Oh, Grant. Howdy, Grant. Welcome to the show. Okay. Now, hopefully, those will dry up a little bit quicker. See, the paper towel, the little teeny pieces of paper towel, work like a sponge. They suck up the moisture, the extra moisture from this glue. And I chopped that up into little teeny pieces, and now it's all on here. So hopefully, if I let go of this, what, Miranda?
Purple said, yeah, I'm gonna go look and see if I can find cheap ones at Walmart and the pharmacy. If not, I'm sure Amazon will have them.
Yes, and Harbor Freight and hobby stores all carry dental tools. I've seen that at, I've seen them in other places. And so, anyway, very important. These work good. I have two different types that I use. This one has a little hook on the end of it for reaching in and grabbing fiber optic lines and pulling them out. It works really good. And this one has this flat like spoon thing. It's not a spoon. It's a squeegee. And it has this heavier round one here. So whenever I need to push something down hard and I just need a point, I use this. I use this one to do an awful lot of glue work, because this will run down. If you've got, say you've got a seam like this, you know, like this. All right, if I want to put glue on there, I put some glue there, and then I just run it down there, and it makes a perfect little, you know, just like cocking a bathtub or something with a cocking gun. You veer along the base of the tub, and that's what this thing does. So using them is it's good. Yeah, you can come up with all kinds of different ways to do stuff. All right, so now I've got this. Where's the other one? Here it is. And I've got that one. Okay, so this piece is going to go right on there like that. All right, but now I have to figure the backside. And that looks like those are staying put for a change. Yes, very good. Okay, so now I go over here and I got to take a measurement off the back deck. And that is going to come up not an inch. Not quite an inch. Okay, so we're going to put that on there and we're going to go like that. Now, because you're building things from scratch, they don't have to be perfect. You know, you're not doing it off blueprints. You're just doing it from a picture. So, if you have these things close to accurate, number one, when you're done building whatever it is that you're building, unless somebody has a toy of it right next to your build, they're not going to know any difference whether you've done good or not. My suggestion in all of this is do the best you can. Don't worry about the rest of it. Because if you're doing the best that you can, that's good enough. That really is good enough. You don't have to worry about being better than that. Do your best job. And by doing your best job, you're going to have a spectacular toy or piece of art when you're finished with it. Okay, now this is the back and this is the front. These pieces go on the inside of the wheel wells.
nobody talking.
That's okay. Okay, so now what I'm doing is these are the axle cutouts. All right, that just goes over the axle, and so this also helps the axles stay put. This is just another layer of how all this goes together. All right, so now I know that's going to go together right like that. Okay, so I want that, and I want to put that one there, and I want this one right there. All right, now this is where these are gussets, what you've got in here, these little wedges. They're gussets. They're set up at 90 degrees. The best way to do that is you find a piece of paper, now like this. See this? This is where this was glued together on the other piece of cardstock, chipboard. So, being inside, it'll never be seen again, and it's a good way to use up chipboard that you cannot do on the exterior parts because it shows when you paint it. So what I do now is I have this here. Okay, we're just going to put that on there, and let me see, I don't need that much. And okay, what that does is that gives me square. All right, square is important because a lot of things are built that way. Now that I have that square, then I go diagonally on this, and I cut it into 2 gussets out of 1 square piece. And we're going to put this on there like that, and we're going to do this again, because I need a few of these right now, because there's going to be 3 per side, so I need 6 of them. Doesn't matter how wide they are. That's not important. What's important is how square they are to be able to hold up what you're building. So, these are square. All right? They fit on there just like that. They're square. Now, I bought this. I bought 2 of these. I got a big one and a little one. I bought these 7 years ago. All right, they're aluminum. Very good for keeping stuff square. Better than the plastic ones, because the plastic ones wear out. Aluminum ones do not. I think I paid $6 for these at a hobby store. All right, now, I'm 6 years in. That means I spent $1 a year on these. Because they should never wear out. That means 20 years from now, I'm down to like what, 10 cents a piece? So my brain is always working on stuff like that. It just does it. These pieces, you start with your center one first. It's got to go in here like this. Okay? Now, if you want this stuff to work better, okay, one of the things you have to do is you have to turn this straight up and down on here, and you sand it. Because, see, scissors do this motion, all right? That means one side is pushing one way and one side is pushing the other. So you don't have a square edge. But if you take your sanding block and do a little bit of this, now your edge is square. It will glue on better. It won't want to fall over. Because you'll notice a lot of times you'll put these on and they immediately will fall over. Well, the reason they're falling over is because they're not square on the edge. I square up the edges whenever they need to stand up because that makes them work better. It saves time, is what it does. Because every time you have to stand this back up and hold it for a little bit longer, it's taking more time to do something. And since I don't have enough time in the day to get stuff done, I have learned to try and mitigate some of the expensive time that I spend doing things. Okay, now once I do that, Elmer's glue, PVA, same stuff.
Savvy sent a lucky clover.
Thank you for the lucky clover.
No one's saying anything, so I didn't even think to look.
All right. Now, since I got two of these, I might as well do one side and then do the other side.
Purple said, and thank you, Mike, for the scrap glue tip. I was cutting around it last night, unaware it could be utilized.
Yes. Yep. It can be utilized. Absolutely can. Now I stand that up. Now I'm going to put this piece on. I put glue just on this one side because there's enough glue there to do two parts. Now I don't know. Yeah, you guys can see that. See them standing there? That's exactly what you want. So now what I have to do is I have to look at this. What in the world? That's got to go on there. Okay. These are too tall. Uh-oh. I breathed on that one and it blew over. Anyway, these are too tall for what I need. So I look it over there. I see where my angle is at. Grab a hold of this really tight and I cut them both. Cut both of these at the same time. That way they're both equal. And that's what you want. You want to have these so that they work well for you. That is the shape. Now that will fit this front section.
Have you considered writing a book? That'd be so cool.
I have considered writing a book. Yes, I have. I don't have the time. I think I need to figure out how to use ChatGPT to write a book. And until I can get to that point, I'm pretty much stuck without a book. So, I don't know. It's one of those things I would like to do, but am I going to be able to do it? I don't know. I really do not. I would much rather just have you come to the show and show you right on the show how I'm doing this. There. That is number 2.
Blue's here.
Blue here? Blue what?
Blue. From yesterday?
Oh, Blue's back. Okay. Welcome back, Blue. Nice to see you. Uh-oh, see there? It fell over. I bumped it.
Blue said, ooh, Mike is wearing red today.
Oh, yes, I am, by golly. I am wearing red today. Yep. And, yeah, no, those things happen. Uh-oh. No, you can't be doing that. Don't be falling over. And so, all right, now, that one is the same way. Okay, so we need to take just a tiny bit off of this. I square those up, and then we snip them off, just like that. Perfect, coach. Then we just start putting on some of this here bonding agent Elmer's glue, you guys, or PVA. Always keep your fingers as clean as you can keep them. Because the thing with all of this is, if you get too much glue, doggone it, stay up there now. Don't be falling over like that. What's wrong with you? Why are you being that way? It happens. Anytime you get gravity involved in what you're doing, if you don't keep it absolutely perpendicular with gravity, it tends to want your stuff will tip over. And so now I've got this. How do I keep this up? Oh, here we go. I think we can do this. No, that won't work. That one might. Setting that on there just like that. What that does is that keeps gravity running straight up and down on this part. And with that, it should let those dry better. At least they'll stay where I want them to. Till I got to do that again. Oh, well, wait a second. I can do it with these. There's even better right there. Those are absolutely squared or flat this way, and they keep everything in line. So we're going to take that, move that back there, and put that on there. And now I got that done. I happen to have lots and lots of different acrylic paints so that I can do this with every piece.
And I got bored, Mike, so I'm in here.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, excited for the Titanic build? How big do you think it'll be?
The Titanic will be 30 inches long. Okay, I have got a Titanic model I got at the toy show. That was in November 15th. Okay, now I knew I had to build the Titanic when I saw that model kit. In the whole toy show, 150 vendors, almost 200 vendors, one Titanic model kit. I had an early bird pass, so I got in before everybody else. And I was wandering around and I seen this thing sitting on their table. And as soon as I seen it on their table, I knew I was going to have to build the Titanic. And so here is the chassis of the Titanic. Something that amazed me was how narrow they are versus their length. Okay? I am building the keel to this build right now. It is in the stocks. It has to stay for, well, the 24th. I'll be able to take it out of the drawing place. Here.
When did you make that? That thing looks incredible.
What?
That looks incredible.
It's plastic.
Oh, I thought you did that. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Eddie. Holy shit.
My bad. Sorry.
There's the keel, Eddie. Come on, you know I've been doing this. You shouldn't have missed that. You just did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
What? So you missed me talking about the keel that I'm making out of paper?
Yeah, like I was paying attention to Maurice because he was telling me to get some cough drops.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Anyway, they're in the stocks drying. And so the nice thing about that is they can't come out until next week. Matter of fact, the 24th, so that'd be Tuesday. Tuesday, they'll come out of the stocks. All right. Then I got 7 more days. One more piece that has to go in the stocks. And so, uh-oh,
Unknown caller.
I know I forgot something. I sure did. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. It's Thursday. Doo-doo-doo. Pepsi Thursday. I only get 2 a week, so I kind of enjoy it. Used to drink a lot more. I don't now. Cheers, everybody. I am the old Pepsi generation. I want to start a new one. Okay. Those are drying. Now, what do I need to do next? Oh, wow. Well, I need to go look at some other pictures of the Cybertruck. So now, what do I need to look at? I need to look at front and back. Okay, let's put that down. There is the front view, and there's the back view. Oh, come on. Oh, isn't that interesting? Well, well, well. Okay, it's got lights down there. Now, I see the angle of how this is tipped in. Okay. Well, the body is actually inbound a little bit compared to that. That is straight up and down, and then it tips in. It tips in at the front and the back line. Okay, so now let's put this down there. And let's open this one up. This is the back end. Aha! Okay. Well. All right. The front and the back of these. So, I should probably cut the tailgate into this thing. That's the bumper line. Thank you, Maurice. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, something I'm going to have to start doing is I'm going to have to start adding or building other parts. I need to build more tires and wheels.
Psycho's in, and so is Alec.
Howdy, Alex. Hi, Psycho. Welcome to the show.
What? Is it? Hey, Mike, my voice is coming back, Miranda said.
Huh? That's good.
It was that good shooting out you gave me. Made me grow some balls.
No, it's that nice weenie. He finally took it out of his mouth.
I just had something come up about 700 joules. What in the world was that? Popped up on my phone and I didn't get a chance to read much of it. 700 joules. I don't get it. Is that something that comes from YouTube? All right, these things were a little tall, so I nipped them off because I didn't want this to go haywire. Okay, those are not staying up. But that is. All right, let's open another window. Wait a minute. Minimize that.
Hey, Alec, my voice has gotten a little better.
Okay, how do I want to do this? Huh.
No, don't be playing with your mom.
Okay, I see how it's working now. All right, I keep flipping back and forth from picture to picture because what I'm trying to figure out is how does all the angular parts work to the roof edge, to the door edge, the face of the side of the vehicle, down underneath. And I'm starting to see, from looking at different angles of this Cybertruck, I'm actually starting to see what I have to understand in how this works.
Honey Bunny said I purchased jewels. You'll get them shortly.
Oh. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. What's a jewel purchase? I saw that. I couldn't believe it. What exactly does that do?
The jewels that people give. Look at all the waves to Honey Bunny.
Thank you, Danny, for the clover.
Hey Mike, what are you reading?
I'm not reading. That just popped up as a picture. I could see it. It was clover.
It's jewels that I can send you gifts on here with.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Psycho sent a trophy.
Oh, thank you, Psycho. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a goat. Go figure that one out. Yeah. Okay. Now, let me think here. That does not tip in. That is absolutely squared up. Okay, so let's open this one up. That's the front. Let's open that one up. Okay. Now I see. All right. Now, these parts right here that I showed you how to make, these pieces right here, I got to make 2 more of these. And then I got to cut them lengthwise and to chip things in and
Honey
make.
Bunny sent a trophy.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart, for the trophies. Oh. Okay, so that's a really easy way to make your parts glue straight up and down. Because when you first glue them and you turn them over like this, they fall in. But by keeping them elevated like this, what it does is it allows them to dry with gravity. Gravity makes sure everything hangs straight down. That's why when you see those people that got beads hanging between their kitchen and their dining room and the doorway, they hang straight up and down because the gravity keeps them pulled downward. The reason they don't fall is because they're screwed to the top of the door frame. So, anyway,
Mike, you know what I just told your wife?
what'd you just tell my wife? Something bad?
Honey Bunny, I want your cakes.
Yeah, and she's laughing her ass off on that one, I bet. Cheers, everybody. I am the old Pepsi generation. Hey, everyone. I found out that there's like 72 million viewers on YouTube that watch on TV. For all our TV audience, thank you very much for putting me on the big screen. And I hope you're sitting at your table with your kids or your mom, your dad, your grandparents, and you're learning how to build with paper. Okay. Oh, I saw that. What was that, Eddie?
That was flapping seal.
Or. Yay. Thank you very much for the clapping seal. Okay, that means I got to make some more of those. This is a cracker box. Now, I happen to have lots and lots of paper. I really do.
You can get rid of him.
Uh-oh, somebody's going to band land. Pasta. This is a pastaroni box. Building material, very good building material. Here we go. There it is. Now, these have not been sanded. And so, you have to rough the...
Got a lucky Clover.
Thank you for the clover, sweetheart. And the 100. Anyway, if you do not sand this biodegradable paint, your glue won't stick. And I learned that the hard way a long time ago. And so you don't have to sand it hard. You just rough it up. That way it allows the glue to stick to it. Because the glue gets down inside the little scratches. Makes it work better.
So, Honey Bunny, save some luck for the rest of us, will ya?
Yeah.
Honey Bunny sending more Clovers, like.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I love you too very much. Now, this is just an old piece of sandpaper that I've been using for years. Because all I do is I scrub up the paint with it. It's not wearing out. Okay, once you have that done, then you take these and you stick them down on here just like this. This is square. This is cut. It looks like it's square. It is not. So,
Somebody said they made a TARDIS out of a cracker box. It's in a children's museum.
oh really? If you made a TARDIS out of a cracker box and it's in a museum, how famous are you? And why did the museum even put it in there? Because I've done amazing art and I made 13 TARDISes. None of my things are in a museum. So, you're very special. There should be record of a paper TARDIS in a museum. And I'm willing to bet that you didn't make it.
Alex said, Granny said, box they came in is better for me than the cereals. Little did she know.
And actually, the boxes are better than the cereal. And I use cereal boxes all the time. This happens to be a Pastaroni box. Now, I want this inside. I don't want it on the outside because it's hard to paint. So, now I take this and I lay it down on here just like this. So what it is going to do is, it is going to have the paper on the correct side of it. Is that young human still in that said he had his TARDIS in the museum?
Yeah, he said he'll put your stuff in our museum. Let William know, Mike, that he's about to get put in our own museum right now. So congratulations.
Is that the one that's saying all this stuff?
Yeah, he's gonna go to the Bandland, and he can go ahead and take care. He can be the curator in the Museum of Bandland.
Well, I tell you what. If you do have a museum and you have a TARDIS in there, it's probably mine. But tell us what museum it is so that we can go look at it. Because I am absolutely certain the Paper Army would love to see it.
Mike, he said the Southern Third Science Center Children's Museum, and we would love for you to visit.
Well, I tell you what, Eddie, go look it up. Let's see what we can find out about it. And the whole thing with this is, if it is that credible of a museum, I would love to see it. All right, so now these are the edges. Now I know that this tips in at this dimension right here, but I have got to make 5 of these. So that means I need 10 total.
He said Southern Illinois Science Center, Mike. He can't make up his mind.
Southern Illinois Science Center. Didn't he say something else?
Yeah.
Now, I've got this sheet. This is heavy chipboard. This is going to make the better of these. So, now, I also need 10 of these. By using the same grade of chipboard with everything you're doing, all your measurements don't change. They stay the same. So now I have to start drawing these things out. And have they got an online presence, Eddie, that museum?
Yeah, Mike, but he's full of shit. Now he says Carbondale.
Okay, you can quit lying anytime you want.
Yeah, it's real, Mike, but he's full of shit.
Okay, and how so?
I mean, anybody can make up something. You look up Google and say something.
Sure, absolutely, I understand.
Here, tell him to email you, Mike.
Yeah, send me an email. Because it's easy for me to call the curator and find out. I do not use a foot-long ruler very often, but sometimes I have to. All right, so inch and a half, half and 1/8, inch and a half. There are just times when my 6-inch ruler will not make it, and this is one of them.
Psychopath said there is a TARDIS at the museum he's talking about, but it's sure as hell not made of paper, and it's big.
Thank you guys for searching that stuff out, because liars come in here all the time. Thank you, Paper Army, for doing research.
1 hour, Mike. 1 hour.
All right, we got an hour left to show everybody. Cheers. Aha, I'm an old Pepsi generation. Layout work is important whenever you're doing anything. If you have a chance to do building of any kind, layout work is something that is always going to be needed when you're building. Now, I do believe
Mr. Boring.
if you're bored, go somewhere else. Beat it, Scruffy. Because I'm not catering to you. Bye. Uh-oh, there it is. Now, I don't have to turn these over and do a left and a right side because this chipboard has no paint on it. Because it has no paint on it, I don't have to worry about a left and a right side because the left side is the right side. It's kind of interesting how that works, but anyway. Very rarely can you do production work like what I'm doing right now. What, Eddie?
Nothing, Mike. Ruby's on the way over.
Okay, cool. Ah, you're not having to go get her. That's good news.
No, she's off all week. You go to spring break.
Oh, spring break? What? Okay.
Dang, really cool stuff you're doing.
Well, thank you very much. And you guys, thank you for hyping any of my videos that you can. I appreciate that. Hopefully that will help the algorithm. I think we're doing better today than we did the last couple of days.
What will it be when ready, Mike?
This will be a Cybertruck when it's done.
Let them know you're giving them away to members.
They're being given away to members. If you have a membership, you have a chance of winning one. There will be 4 of them that will be given away. I keep the prototype always. The number 1 is the prototype. It's not the good one. It's always, there's parts that become better fit as you build. And so the prototypes, they're not as good because you have to adjust some builds as you're building. Well, any prototype is that way. And I got to make more of these too. Now, it's kind of crucial that you cut these very straight. And one of the ways to cut straight is to make sure your line stays on the edge of your scissors. And you just tip it up like that, and you put the line right on the tip of your scissors. That makes it cut straight.
Love from Stockholm, Sweden.
Welcome, Sweden. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you. Hey, Stockholm, has your country or anybody in your country been following the magnetic shift of the North Pole?
Stockholm, Sweden.
Yes. You're talking about that movie, Trading Places.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you too, Eddie.
They're following the news about it. Excited, they said.
Oh, very good. I don't know how exciting it is, but I know that it's happening.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Ruby. How are you?
Good.
Oh, that's good news. Were you in school today? No, you had it off, didn't you?
I didn't go to school today.
Nah, spring break.
Huh?
Thanks. I'm in the middle England, and we had the northern lights here. Loads the last few months. Normally, you can only see them up north in Scotland.
Wow, isn't that interesting? Yes, everybody doesn't understand. Really, they want to go. Oh, it's global warming. Bullshit. The North and South Pole's moving. All right, what the heck? We've never seen it. Humanity has never seen it since, like, we were cave dwellers. All right, so now we've got North and South Pole are starting to shift. Okay, what does that do with the weather? Okay, if you got air down here on the surface of the earth, that's what we get wind. All right, our wind is basically on the surface of the earth. That's why we can feel it. But you go up 25 miles, all right, what little tiny space it moves down here, 25 miles up, it's moving a lot worse. Faster, harder. That's what's driving global change, is the upper atmosphere moving to keep up with the pole shift. This is kind of tedious stuff right here. You have to do this with anything you're building. Not always will you be able to cut out a whole bunch of pieces, because almost everything is usually custom cut, fit, and built. And I can show you that if you'd like to see the hammerhead, because it is a custom build. This is it. I don't have a lot more detail work on this. And so once this detail work is done, then I can start painting a lot more than I have right now. This switch turned out really, really good. Ha!
Bunch of insane comments.
Yep. Very, very cool, this build.
That's amazing.
I got like 50 fiber optic lines on this thing.
How long has this taken so far?
This has taken 6 months so far.
Bye, Blue.
Take care, Blue. Parts list for the hammerhead. Hours of work time. This was almost too small. I needed to make a bigger one. Next build will probably be bigger. These right here, this is the Cybertruck build. The date I started, and hours so far in the build, and what I'm doing beyond this. The Cybertrucks are actually fairly straightforward. The build is actually kind of easy because it's very squared off pieces. All right, they're not a lot of curved stuff. Any kind of curved stuff that you have, it's harder to do than straightaways. Straightaway parts like what I'm cutting right now, this is all really easy to do. I just have to make a lot of these to be able to get this to fit together right. And that takes time.
You're over 100 likes, Mike.
Oh, that's fantastic news, you guys. Over 100 likes. I'll show you the Star Destroyer. That's a good one to show everybody. And if you want to do this, everyone, it's very simple. You need some paper. Best type of paper to use is chipboard. All right? This is not cardboard. Just because it's brown doesn't make it cardboard. Cardboard's corrugated. This is not. It's free building materials. What, Eddie?
Paladin says wheel wells are the most challenging part, I'm sure.
Yeah, Paladin, they are. It's one of those kind of things, though. I built a few, and because I have made more than one, I'm starting to understand a little bit better of how to make them. All right. I have all of these left over. Pretty heavy chipboard, actually, for this. I'm not sure what I can use these for. I don't know. but I'm not going to throw them out yet. I can always throw them out later.
Fru Peterson said, in the north of Sweden, the sun doesn't set. The 24 hours of full sun trying to get to sleep.
Yes, that's why you use World War II technology with blackout curtains. and yes, it is also in the winter time when you guys have winter, it never gets light. It's dark all year long. Well, for 6 months, basically it's dark. Cheers, everybody. I am the old Pepsi generation. Uh-huh. Ah, kidoki. Now, all right, let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, those are the 4 giveaways right there. No.
Thomas is coincidentally drinking soda at the same time with my man here.
Ah, that's cool. Awesome news. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to handle this. I want these all to be exact or very close to exact. All right, and so in doing that, I get those at the right length, and then I go here, tap them down, and now we take one of these here heavy duty clamps like this, and I clamp that together.
Bishop's in.
Howdy, Bishop. Nice to see you. Now, we take this here little rotary tool. Even though I'm extremely good at cutting things, there's variances when you cut things by hand. If you got a tool and die maker in the family, they can make you dies to cut one piece and make multiples. But that's expensive. So the best way is, once you get your parts all done, then you just clamp them together and you sand them down to get them all to fit right.
Brenda's sitting outside while baby girl is sleeping, Mike.
That's cool. Now, you mix these all up, and what I'm doing by mixing them all up is I am creating a different angle to sand these down on. All right? And now we just put them back together like that. And you clamp them back down. And then, once you have done that, it's ready to do some more sand work. I'm actually using the wrong sander here. I need to be using this heavy duty because I'm having to take off a lot of paper. Not very often can you do this. All right, it's very rare that you have enough parts that you can actually put them together like this and start sanding them down. Now, those are starting to look quite nice.
Rye Brad says it's been a long time since we talked. How are you?
Rye, how's Kels? How are you guys doing? It has been a long time. Nice to see you. I'm being evicted. I never thought that'd happen. But anyway, I'm having to build a new office in the back of another fifth wheel and get moved to an RV park. So things here are kind of crazy since I saw you guys last. Hey, you guys, Rye Bread, I believe he's got some of my stuff at his house.
He said, wait, what happened?
Well, my brother-in-law got married, and the the new Frau doesn't particularly like me. And so I'm off on a new adventure. And if you talk to people in the show, they'll let you know it's been a really tough road.
Unknown caller.
You're right, it's unknown. You're going away just like an unknown caller. Okay. Hey, Rye, is he, Rye, you still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Oh yeah, Rye's got a K9, you guys. That's fantastic news, Rye. Awesome news. Thank you very much.
He said, I'm sorry to hear that. I pray for you daily.
Thank you, Rye. Okay, so I'll show you something, Rye. You're gonna love this. I've been working since you last saw me. I've been working with a lot more fiber optics and LEDs, and so this is a Hammerhead Corvette from Star Wars.
Bishop wants to know what K9 is.
K9 is a robot dog from Doctor Who.
Then Rye Brad says I have a chip and a box.
That's right. There was only 10 of those chips made. Yeah, it had my original, yeah. And the box, Rye, I haven't made any boxes in years. I custom made boxes for people back in the day on TikTok. Anyway, Rye, check this out. This is a recycled light switch from my fifth wheel. And So, I'm doing more stuff, right? Yeah, and rye bread. I cannot do raffles anymore. It's against state law. And so the things that you guys have, ultra rare. Cheers. I'm still drinking Pepsi though, Rye.
Mike, tell William to send his pictures to your email.
Hey, William, you got to send the pictures to my email, or you need to get a membership and go post them on our Discord site. Yeah, Rye. We now have a Discord channel, but you have to be a member to get it. And you can post pictures of everything you make over there. I was taking my daughter, we were going to Vegas to show off my stuff. And I took and got the size of a poker chip. And I took my old business cards and I cut them out to fit on those poker chips. There's 10 of them in the world. I think 2 of them have already been lost. And so, and I do believe that they're numbered.
No, Rye, you have to become a member, Mike. He has to go to your sign up for membership for $3.99.
Okay, yeah, Rye Bread, you have to sign up for a membership. And it's down on the bottom, I believe, is where you can do that. They're $3.99 a month. But that'll get you into our Discord channel. Okay, those actually look really, really good. Okay. Now, all right, so that is the exterior of that. So I've got to have 10 of those as well. So this is 8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8. This is the outside. I need 10. I need to make 2 more of these. Okay, well, because those are not the same. Who's in?
Minnie.
Hi, Minnie. How you doing? Okay, now I might have to get some more of this out of storage, because I might need more of this just chipboard. Absolutely might. Because I have to have 2 more of these just for the outside edges. Okay.
See you, Minnie.
Take care, Minnie.
Minutes, Mike.
30 minutes of the show left, you guys.
Mike, Bryce says he doesn't see the Discord link. Tell him he has to be a member before he can get on Discord.
Yeah, Rye, you have to be a member to get on Discord. You can't get the Discord link unless you're a member. It's for members only.
Maurice asked what he missed, and Bishop said Mike was doing a few backflips and cartwheels.
You guys, no, I am not going to do any backflips and cartwheels.
What finish are you going to use on the Cybertruck?
I have no idea what finish I'm going to use. It'll be acrylic paint, whatever kind of finish it is. And, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not anywhere near that part of the build yet. It's like putting the horse in front of the cart to pull the cart. You can't put the horse in the back. In other words, I can't do that part of the build yet until I get there. And so there's no point in even thinking about it.
Isn't there a cardboard that has one side that is like Mylar?
I don't know. I doubt that there is, but there maybe is. I have no idea. You could look that up for me and find out if there is a chipboard, not cardboard. Cardboard will not work. But I have no idea, since I'm already in the build process, of how that's going to help. Because if you've got Mylar glued to chipboard and you cut it out, you don't have Mylar on the edges. Every edge will show. All right, now I got the right amount of these. Now we're going to have to go ahead and resand all this stuff down and make sure it looks right.
Hi, Mike. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. Have you moved on to the Titanic yet?
Titanic build starts in April. And I've got a membership. Members only get a chance to win one of these Cybertrucks. Doesn't cost you anything but a membership. So, and once I get them done, then we'll do a drawing right here on the show and everybody can see who wins them.
Jagger boy sent a thumbs up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the help, you guys. Hey, has anybody out there got Hulu? And if you do, have you been watching Alien Earth on Hulu?
Mike, Graham thought he won a Cybertruck. Let him know he did. He won what we stayed in.
What'd he say, Eddie?
He thought he won a Cybertruck on Monday's giveaways.
Oh, no. The Cybertrucks are not made yet. They're not even up on a giveaway. All right, they will not be on a giveaway until I'm done with them, and then they will be for members only. And when I get ready to give the Cybertrucks away on a giveaway, if somebody gets a membership that day, they get in on it too. I'm not discriminating about when or where people get in.
DJ's gonna miss the last half hour. Take care. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, GJ, take care. Never stop learning, GJ.
Damn, somebody caught the shooting.
What, Eddie?
Somebody caught the shooting last night on Facebook.
Wow. All right, that should fix those. Okay, that is the 10 outside rails. The inside ones can be any type of paper, so I don't have to worry about that. But I've already got 2 of them. That means I need 8 more. Exactly this, like this. Now, I don't think I've got enough to be able to do that. But that's okay, because it's inside work. It doesn't matter if the dimensions are different. Okay, so unfortunately, you guys, this is probably fairly boring, and I'm sorry about that. It's all stuff that I have to do to get this Cybertrucks ready to manufacture. And if there's something you would like me to show you, I would be happy to do that.
Got kicked out.
You did. Welcome back, Eddie.
Yeah. What happened to the volume?
All right, so this is half of them. I got those pieces. So it looks like I'm going to have pretty close to what I need to do. This is going to be 8 or 4 pieces right here. And then I've got this edge down here. I think I can build another, yes, I can. So this is going to work out really good. This one sheet of chipboard is going to build all of the frame, not framework, the side panels of the Cybertruck.
got you a clapping seal, Mike.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you guys for your support. I appreciate the help very much. All right. 2 more. Yep. And I don't have to worry about these being lined up or nothing. All I have to do is trace them out and they're ready to go. Then cut them out and we're done. All right, you guys, while we've been doing this and I've been talking, these gussets are now glued and they have dried. And they are dried straight up and down. CJ, thank you very much, CJ.
Have you ever thought of making a TARDIS, Mike? Mike is a new member.
Yes, Mike, I have. I built 13 of them. Matter of fact, Rybread was in here. He won one of the K9s. I only made 5 K9s. And those are all over the world as well. I also have 5 Daleks that I've made. And I made 10 sonic screwdrivers. So I do know Doctor Who, and I have made Doctor Who stuff. When you're cutting heavier chipboard like what I'm doing right now, your scissors want to walk back and forth really bad. So you have to fight to keep them straight on line. It's all part of the build process and learning how to do it.
I said thank you, very nice.
You're welcome. Welcome to the phone show, you guys. Nice to see you all. I hope everyone is having a good day.
CJ setting Lucky Clover.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you very much.
That's where an old quality paper cutter would be handy, I bet.
Well, I've tried using paper cutters, guillotines. They're not very good at cutting. They're good at cutting straight as long as you make sure the paper is held down, doesn't move. Because if you start cutting with a guillotine and you don't have your paper right, as you're cutting, it's moving this way. So, not necessarily a good thing.
Mike, ask JR Jen Blom if he's the one that what he does for a living.
Why, what's he saying?
That's the guy, Mike, that was donating all that money. Don't work there no more.
Oh, well.
I talked to him like that's the guy that was donating.
Oh, JR? How you doing? I hope your life is a little bit better. Thank you, CJ.
He's in a program now.
Well, that's good news. Glad you're in the program. That helps. It really does. I know. I start a program tomorrow. Not the same kind, but mine's going to help me with my brain, which is I do need help with my brain.
Mike wants to know who's reading the chat for you.
Sir Rapsalot is reading my chat. I have very good personnel in the business. Honey Bunny, Eddie, Sir Rapsalot, Derek,
What
Miranda.
project would you never do again?
Say what, Eddie?
What project would you never do again?
What project would I never do again? Any project I've made.
Hey Mike, J.R. Jen said he lost that job. The family members arrested him and forced him in. Hard love, I guess, but it's a blessing.
Well, doggone it. I am sorry that that happened. But here's the good thing. The blessings coming your way are going to be fantastic, especially with what's going on. And the cool thing about it is, once you get your brain under control, kind of like I got to do, everything else will become easier. And you're already knowledgeable with whatever it is that you do in life. And there's more jobs around the corner. You just have to wait till you get to that corner to get them.
Isaac wants to know how much those are, Mike, if they're for sale.
The Cybertrucks are not for sale. You have to get a membership, which is like $4. You get a membership, you have a chance to win one of the 4 that are going out to the Paper Army. There's no way to buy these.
What got you started doing this?
I got started doing this because I was playing a Star Wars game. All right, and the people who were running the game, they had a little piece of paper about that big. That was their Millennium Falcon. Well, my brain, the way it works, I couldn't deal with that. So I took a mac and cheese box, I ate the mac and cheese, and I built this Millennium Falcon 17 years ago out of mac and cheese box, Elmer's glue, and acrylic paint.
J.R. Jen says, I need to thank you and everyone in the stream for the good vibes sent my way.
Absolutely. This show has got some of the best people on the planet in it. They care about the human race. And they believe in the human race.
Tell Isaac to go to paperarmy.net.
Go to paperarmy.net, Isaac. Okay, now I just did a whole bunch more of those. Now, if I alternate these pieces like this, what it will do is, since I already squared up these, what this is going to do is this is going to cause high and low spots. The low spots are the ones that are already done. The high spots are the new ones. This will allow me to make them all exactly the same size or very close to it.
DJ sent a lucky clover again.
GJ or CJ? That was CJ.
DJ.
Thank you, CJ.
And then, did you build models of plastic and wood or anything like that before you started doing this?
Yes, I built models of plastic for 40 years. I got so bored with building plastic model kits that I would take my Dremel, like this one right here with a diamond bit, and I would cut them up and glue them back together to make my own model kits.
Mike sent a lucky clover.
Thank you, Mike.
And J.R. Jen said was a huge help. I remember crying and then it was a few weeks. I can't account for it. But I'm working on it, getting back on my feet.
That's fantastic news, because I tell you what, you've got good feet. Use them.
And you got 10 minutes, Mike. Go ahead and read.
I got 10 minutes. I get to read. Oh, boy. Okay, you guys. If you have any personal questions you need to ask me, if I can answer them, I will. Thank you, CJ.
have the large lights that everyone wants to buy.
Oh, that's fantastic, Isaac. Oh, that's awesome news. Derek makes those. And he is a very good woodworker, you guys. Makes some very cool pieces. How many models have I built? Counting the plastic ones? I don't know, 1,000? Just paper ones, I've got 350.
What is the biggest project you've ever made, Mike?
The biggest project I've ever made, I'll show you. It is an 11,390 piece Star Destroyer. As soon as I'm done with this little end right here, I'll show it to you. This is an amazing piece, you guys. 11,390 pieces of paper, all made from recycled cracker boxes and some Nike shoe boxes. Custom fit and put together by me. 536 hours build time. Weighs 3.5 pounds because it's hollow. All right. Don't try this with your Lego. All right. Do not do that with your Lego. More than likely, it will explode and be all over wherever you whacked it from. This has an Easter egg hiding on it. Star Wars people find it pretty quick, but they know what they're looking for. This was a heck of a build. Those engines were really tough to do, let me tell you. But I figured it out. Anyway, there's the Star Destroyer for you guys. Very, very difficult build. I built it in 2017. Ah, thank you. I think it's cool too. Oh, that's good, computer. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret.
What are the
Essential
essential tools and type of paper to start this hobby?
tools, paper to start this hobby. You need chipboard. Don't think of this as cardboard. It is not. Comes right out of your house for free. All you got to do is eat the food. You get the building materials left over. Pepsi box, cereal box, cracker boxes. Yeah. My very first build 17 years ago was made out of a mac and cheese box. You need Elmer's glue or PVA. Important. It works with paper amazingly well. You need a pair of scissors. Razor ones are the best. The best ones I've found are these, but you have to have the bigger scissors for long straightaway cuts. These for all your intricate stuff. You need a mechanical pencil. I use a .05 lead. Dremels come in handy. Don't need them, but they work really well. Tweezers. I have good ones. These are the best I've ever had. And they are very good at picking up little teeny parts that you need to put because your fingers won't do it. If you can, get some dental tools. They come in exceedingly handy. You have to have some small clamps. You can get them over time and keep working upward from there. What else do I need? Paint brushes come in handy, but always keep them clean so that you don't have to buy new ones.
Please don't get mad at me, Mike. I use a laser for a lot of cutting.
Use a laser for cutting. That's awesome news. I wished I had a laser that I could use for cutting. It saved me a lot of work. I could manufacture things quicker. But anyway. Okay, what else do you need? You need a ruler. This is a Wally World ruler I bought 7 years ago for 75 cents. I'm pretty sure they're $1.50 now. Oh, if you can, get a steel rule scale. Machinists have these. You can get them off Amazon, about $6. Very important. I use this more than any other ruler I've got. And I use it every single build, every day. And you have to make your own sanding blocks. It's important that you have good flat things to sand with, because you sand paper just like you would wood. And it helps because it makes your builds better.
Tell John to go to paperarmy.net. That's where the stuff for sale is.
Yeah, go to paperarmy.net, John. Okay, that's the end of that Pepsi.
Bree said, "Oh my gosh, I'm like, dude, I haven't seen you in so long."
Hi, Bree. Where have you been, Bree? I've been right here on YouTube. As soon as I banned TikTok, I've been here. Absolutely, Smoke.
5 minutes.
Oh, that might be Smoke E. Hey, are you Smoke E the bear? 5 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow. It's Friday. TGIF. Absolutely. You bet, John. Oh, yeah. I banned TikTok. That's what I did. They can ban me. Well, I banned them first. Istanbul, Turkey, I think it's Istanbul. I believe it. I think I got that right. Welcome. Nice to see you. I'm sorry you caught the end of the show. I'll be back tomorrow 2 hours earlier, though. Thanks, Shooter. Yeah, YouTube. Why do I call it YouTube? Because TikTok would ban me for calling it YouTube. And so I started calling it YouTube. Then TikTok didn't ban me anymore. Well, it just sort of stuck. I like YouTube. Absolutely, Purple. Absolutely. Well, I'm sorry you caught the end of the show. I really am. Follow me and set up notifications. I'll be live tomorrow 2 hours earlier. It's a Friday show, then I'll be gone on the weekend. Have I made any swizzle sticks? Well, yes, I have. These are my own custom-made swizzle sticks, and you can call them what you want. It takes me 1 hour to make one of these. Thank you very much. These were made at the Union Gospel Mission, downtown Olympia. Not yet. The move is still, I'm stuck. I've got to wait till the tile becomes free for my new office and fifth wheel. And that should happen this week. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Yeah. Alexander speaks fluent other languages, you guys. Some people have a gift for the gab of other languages. Show you where what is. Frederico, what is it you need to show? I don't understand.
2 minutes, Mike.
Thank you, JR. No, I'm south of Seattle, but I am in Washington State. So yes, in that respect, I am. I've been to Seattle a few times. Thank you very much, Nick. Yeah, it's very cool. We made 100K. I had a lot of family members that said, you're too old to make 100K. I go, okay. Yeah, well, they're wrong. Well, thank you very much. My wife believes it too. I love my wife. She's a beautiful honey bunny. How would you know, Lee? How would you know if it's live or not?
One minute, Mike.
Okay, it's the end of the show, everybody. That means I gotta go. Doggone it. All right, you guys. If you follow me and set up notifications, I'll be back tomorrow to let you know. If you want to just come back tomorrow to this channel, I will be live tomorrow. It's what I do. Well, Lee, you did miss me. It's the end of the show. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow. Set up notifications, Lee. Follow me and set up notifications. It'll let you know when I go live. And so, anyway, two things, everybody. Number one, never stop learning. Never stop learning. It's the only way you're going to keep up with the world. You got to keep learning. Number two, it does not matter what you are. Does not matter where you are. Does not matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings. How about if we start being better human beings and quit hurting? The same as you, just different color, shape, size, whatever. We need to stop. We got to start being intelligent human beings. Take care, Paper Army. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. Good night.